Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel, Linda's Creative Boutique. I'm so happy that you decided to stop by over here to see what I have picked up recently during some of my little shopping excursions. I haven't done a whole lot, but I wanted to come on and just share with you all what I found at Hobby Lobby, what I found at Dollar Tree and Michael's. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and jump right in because I don't want to prolong it. You all know how I am. I want to say welcome back to all of my subscribers. Thank you so much for tuning in. So the first thing I want to show you are some jewelry pieces that I picked up, and the first thing I want to show you are these little flowers. That's what they look like, and let me see if that'll brighten things up a little bit. Yeah, but this is what they look like, and the jewelry is 40% off. So these were $4.99. So I just thought this yellow was like really pretty, so I picked up those. Then I picked up these cute little butterflies. They were $4.49, and that's what they look like. I think a lot of these, what I'm showing you, are new items because I have not. This is my first time seeing them. Okay, the next item was $3.99, and they're these little, like little squares, and they have like a little, almost look like ice from a distance, but there's actually like a little pattern on them. So this is like blues. So I picked up those, and then I picked up these hearts. They were $6.49. I thought those were really pretty, and they have a large enough hole that they can go on like beadable items. So I picked up these, and I think most of these have, let me see, I think most of these have like pretty good size holes, but if not, you know, I may not use them on something beadable. I may just use them on a different kind of project. And then I picked up this right here, which I thought was pretty. It was $3.99, and I thought that was really pretty. So that's a that's glass. This right here is plated acrylic, and this right here, it doesn't say, but it feels like just a plastic. And yeah, acrylic. And this is like and this acrylic, and this is probably some type of acrylic. So that's what I picked up as far as, oh, one more thing. I picked up this right here, which is $4.99, and it's the little fuzzy beads, and I don't have black in my stash, so I picked up these black. Okay, the next thing I picked up from Hobby Lobby, let me just pull these few things out of the bag. I picked up some more of these code transfer stickers. I recently did order for somebody, and I put monograms on the items that that I made, and so I needed to just get another set of these, and they were $3.79, not on sale. And then I picked up this little box right here. It was $3.99 with 40% off. This little box. And this, let me see. Yeah, this was from the spring shop. I need to make sure she gave me my spring shop price on that, because that should have been half off. And my receipt is right here. So let me look. Yeah, she did. Okay. And then the next item, and I'm just pulling these things from the bag, are these mini funnels. You get 2 in here for $1.49. I have some funnels, but these have the real, like the small little opening on the end. So I picked up those. And then I picked up, I was going to get one of these, but I ended up getting 2. And they're like the little glitter black bows. They had them in pink and black. And I don't have any black bows, so I thought these will be nice to use on projects. You know, if I'm doing something like has an elegant theme or whatever, I can use those. And then I picked up these cold transfer stickers with the books on them. They were $2.49. And then over where they have like the art pens and whatnot, they have clearance some of those items. So I picked up first these Vivid Ink. It says rich color retractable zebra pens. It says ultra fine 0.4 millimeter smooth, and it says precise writing, smudge proof. So I picked these up on clearance for $3.99, marked down from $7.99. And then in that same department, I also picked up these right here. It's a dot midliner, and you get 5 ink colors, and it has a dual tip, and they were marked down from $9.49 to $4.74. And you can, it says create dots and doodles with ease. Midliner, okay, it says mild ink with 2 tips for versatile creativity. Dot shape and bullet tips. Create small and large dots with different pressure. Ideal for journaling, bullet points, and artistic designs. So I picked up those dot markers. And then lastly, from that department, I picked up these metallic color opaque brush pens, and it says great for light and dark paper. Flexible brush tip. They were $9.49, marked down to $4.74. And I picked those up because I would like to try those out, and at that price I thought I tried them out, and they clearanced them, so that makes it even better. Okay, so these are those items, and then I'm going to show you, I picked up a few paper pads. I didn't get many. I've seen different people on YouTube haul different pads, but they just, I don't know, nothing really jumped out at me except the 3 that I picked up. Okay, this first one is Wild West, and it's cardstock. This was $6.49, and these are 40% off. But I just thought it was a nice pad to have that kind of, you know, has some masculinity in it. And so I'm just flipping through showing you the different designs that you get. But this one right here is kind of subtle. You can't see it that good, but it's that pattern. Yeah, so some of them I picked up, and then I like this page right here with the brown bowls. I just like that. And then have this right here. It looks like it's a woman on a horse. Yeah, so I picked up this one. Let's see. Look, let me just do it like this. I think it'll go a little bit quicker. Okay, then you have this design. Then you have the horses here. It's just the horses. Then you have this pretty flower page. And then you have this one that has flowers. I see it a little bit. But I thought this was a, like a nice unisex pad that I could use. I can pull some things out, you know, if I'm doing something for, if I'm doing a masculine card, or even if I'm doing something feminine. It's kind of like the best of both worlds. I looked at a lot of the new paper pads they had, but I don't know, y'all. It just, I don't know. It just, nothing really just jumped out at me when I looked at the 12 by 12. This is kind of like the other one I showed you, but it's lighter. And some of it was looking like stuff I've already had, or some of them I would look at and I knew I wouldn't use all of the papers, and I just, you know, maybe 2 or 3, and I didn't want to, you know, invest in a full pad, and I know I'm not going to only use but a few of the pages, so I just left a lot of that stuff there. But I did pick up these. Okay, this one I really like. It's foil, and it's called Resplendence, and this, I don't think I said the other one, but both of these 6x6 pads, you get 20 designs, you get 3 of each, so you get 60 sheets. So I just thought that I think this is the first pad. Like all of these, as I was kind of looking through them, because I opened them up and everything before I came on here, and I was sitting and I was thinking, like, I think these are the first pads that I have purchased that I loved every single page. Every single page. Like, I just loved every single page. So this one has foil, so look how pretty that is. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, and then look at this one. Get that design. Uh-oh. That one doesn't have foil. Okay, then you get that. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. Look at all the shimmer. Then you get this one. Like every single one of these pages, like I know I can use and I will use. Look at that. Look how gorgeous that is. And then the other thing about the larger pads, they had large prints, and I didn't want any large prints. I wanted to keep my prints small. And then this one, look at the shimmer. I mean, every single page in here I love. Look at that. And that. This page. Like nothing I turned to and I was like, I don't like that. I probably wouldn't use that. But everything and all the pads that I purchased, I love everything about it. Like I love the entire pad. Got that page. Look how pretty that is. I don't even know if the camera's giving it justice. Like, this is gorgeous. Look at this one. Look at that. Wait a minute. I'm trying to catch that gold. That's pretty. And look at this one. This one is stunning. Ah, I love it. Like, look at that. Like every page I love in here. Every page I love in here. Okay, I did get one 12 by 12. And I got this 12 by 12, and it is one of their new pads because the prints are small. So I don't have to worry about, the flowers or whatever being too big for my projects. So I got this one, and it's called Melody and Moss. And this one was $13.99 with 40% off. And so let me just show you. Look at that. Look at that. How pretty that is. And then it's texture. That's the other thing. It has a texture to it. So this one you get 3, same thing. You get 20 designs and you get 3 pages of each. Look at this. Look how pretty that is. Then this page. Like, I love every single page in here. There's not one that I don't like. And it has like that linen, kind of like a linen texture to it. This right here reminds me of my mom. She loved birds. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. Look at this. And then I like it because it's subtle. Like nothing is just blaring. It's nice. It's subtle. It's feminine. Like I just love everything about this pad. This reminds me of Kincaid. Is it Kincaid, the artist? This reminds me of some of his work. And then you have this purple, lavender. Then you have this page. Like you could do a whole lot with this. You could make small projects. You could make larger projects. And that's why I was really looking for something that wasn't, too overpowering. They had one, and I kept picking it up, putting it down. It was called Checkered. It was checkered, something, but it was like a check print. And they had and in it you had like some gold foiling, and then your regular pages. And I kept picking it up, putting it down. and I ended up not getting it because all of the pages I didn't like, and so I was like, I'm not getting that. You know, that's money I could spend on something else. So so yeah, those are all of the pads that I purchased from Hobby Lobby, because like I said, nothing else just really stood out to me. And then some of them look like stuff I've already, you know, I already have, and so okay, these next items I'm going to show you, they had at least 15, maybe 15 to 18 different designs, and that's these art prints. Some of them were $2.24, some were $2.49. Why, I don't know. But it says the size of each print is 10 by 8 inches. And it says place these prints inside of frames to create your own wall gallery. But, of course, I'm not going to do that. But I just thought, I mean, I stood there, I don't know how long, trying to decide which ones I was going to get, because they had a lot of them. These were over by the frames. They had them on an end cap. They also had a few of them over in clearance. But this one is the Flower Market. So I really loved these prints. So this is one that I chose. Flower Market. And I'll put these back up when I get off of here. So that's that one. And then this one I thought was just really colorful. I really liked this one. Flower Market, open daily, always fresh. Coffee, books, and flowers. A cool breeze, flowering trees, the sun on my skin, a good book to begin. I like that. And then I really love this one. I should have gotten two of this print, this one, because I really like that. And then they have Amsterdam here. And then I really like this one right here. Kind of remind me, well, I just like the row houses. I love that image. And so that's that one. Okay, next, the next one I got, I looked at some of the frames, but I have enough frames. I don't need to purchase any more frames. Because I use them mostly for my business, and I have enough. I have a good stash, so I didn't get any. So we have this. We have that. And look at that. Looks like it was drawn with color pencils. Look at this one. We got that one. Got this one. And then we got this one. Okay, so I picked up that. And then I have one more. Because I had like almost like 10 of them in my cart. I was like, wait, I'm not getting all of these. Let me just pick the ones that I really, really like. And so that's what I did. Alright, you have this one. You have this print. You have this. Look at that. Looks like your watercolor like swatches up here and then you use them down here. I like that. And you have this one, Flower Gallery. Have this one. You have that. I really like this image too. I wanted to get two for this image, but I just got one. Then I picked up that one, and that's it for those. Okay. So that is it for Hobby Lobby. I'm going to go ahead and throw in some items that I picked up from Michael's. I think this was last week that I picked up these items. So the first thing I want to show you are these oversized paper clips. They were $3.99, and I know I had coupons and stuff that I used on it, so I paid less than that. And then in the clearance section, they had these highlighters. They're by Fab Finds, and they were $2. Then they had this little measuring tape. They had another design. This was $2. But I picked up that one. I can't remember what the other design was. And then they had these little cold transfers. And let's see. This is what you get in there. Flower, a bow, and then a seashell. Seashells. Looks like it's like 3 of them on there. So I picked up, those are 50 cents. So I got 3. Let me see. I think they probably only had 3. And then I picked up this design right here for 50 cents. And it has a little swan, a bow, and a rose. And I thought that was cute. Okay. Then over in there they had alphabet matte beads. So I picked up the white and black. They were $3. I picked up the white and gold. And then I picked up these the sports theme. I picked up these flower beads. And then I just picked up these assorted matte beads. And so those were $3. I think that's all I got from Michael's. Yeah, that's all I got from Michael's. Okay, lastly, I'm going to throw in, if you want to stick around, I'm going to throw in some things that I found at Dollar Tree. And that's going to be it. Okay, I picked up these right here for my business. These are the Jot bubble mailers, and they're 9x6, and I just thought the print was really pretty, and it would be fun to you know, send packages or whatnot in these. So I picked up all the ones that had this design. They had I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7 of those for $1.25. You can't beat that. Okay, and then I'm just going to pull out one of these, but I purchased 8 of these because I've run low on them. They're the bamboo cutting boards from Dollar Tree. So I picked up some more of those because I need some more in my stash. Like I said, I used up the ones that I had. And then this little tray I thought was really cute. It has paper clips on it. So I picked that up. And then I picked up some ribbon, and it's like the chiffon, and I just got these 3 colors right here. Okay, and then y'all, well, let me show you this first. I picked up this this streamer right here. I just thought it was cute and fun to do, you know, crafting with. Okay, next I picked up, now y'all know how hard it had been to find these little hand sanitizers. Now they are plentiful. They have them up by the register. They have them on the register. They have them everywhere. So I picked up one of each of the, let's see, one of each of the designs that they had. Okay, so I picked up the Mystic Tide, Watermelon, Palm Island Breeze, Guava Nectar. This one, well, let me finish. Coconut Praline, Dragon Fruit, Blossom Dream, Pink Kiwi Splash, Cucumber Mint, and Berries and Cream. Okay, so these right here have the glitter on them. And I did pick up some, I think the last time I went to Dollar Tree. But some of these say limited edition, so you may not be able to find them, you know. These right here just have the solid top. My bag keeps sliding down. I hadn't seen this one right here that has like the checkerboard top, so I picked up, I just got 2 of those. And then these have like the marble tops, so I picked up 2 of those. So I walked in, I was at the register and I happened to look up and I saw them. I was like, oh wow, you mean they're plentiful like this now? So yeah, so I found that, and that is it. That is my haul. That's everything that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. I didn't do a whole lot because I have an event coming up, so I'm really shopping, buying things that I can use to make or add to some of my items that I already have. So I'm not really just, you know, buying to, you know, just because I see everybody else buying. I'm buying what I like, and I'm buying what I know I will use, and you know, what I can use for my business. So that's it. I just wanted to come on and share this quick little haul with you all to show you what I picked up during my little crafty shopping, whatever you want to call it. Shopping therapy, whatever you want to call it. I want to thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I appreciate all of you for subscribing. And that's it. I'm going to go ahead and end this video. So you all take care of yourselves. And as always, be blessed. Bye.